let's talk about doing research at the college level. Where do you usually go first? Probably Google, and probably one of the first hits you're going to get.
Wikipedia is the best thing ever. Anyone in the world can write anything they want about any subject. So you know you are getting the best possible information.
All right, so maybe not exactly true. Wikipedia is out there, and it's actually not a college-level source. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia, just like Encyclopedia Britannica, World Book Encyclopedia, not a place you're going to want to go to do college-level research, but it is a place you may want to start. So let's say I'm doing this Women of Willendorf. We're going to search Wikipedia. One really amazing thing that Wikipedia does is it will find keywords or other ways to talk about your topic or your art piece. And you can read a little bit about it. So I find out this one is also called the Venus of Willendorf. So I might want to try searching for both terms and see what comes up. You can also kind of get basic information about this, where it came from, what time period it was made, some things that you probably know from your textbook. But the other great thing that Wikipedia articles have in them, in the bottom, they'll have some websites, and some of these might be good quality sources. They'll also list their references, where the Wikipedian people went for their research. And these also might be good websites, might be books, might be articles, places that you could go to find your information. So Wikipedia, it's not a place to end your search. It's not something you're going to cite, but can be a great place to get some ideas, to get some background. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the free internet. Google, the internet you get through Bing, through Yahoo. This is the free internet. You don't need a special subscription or any passwords to get into the information. And there is amazing stuff out there online for free. But you have to use caution. You have to evaluate your sites. When you're doing academic level research, you want to find the quality sites. And they're out there. But you just have to kind of look at the site before just believing everything about it. So let's take a look at some websites. Now, you all have paintings or statues or figures or things. You could search for those directly. But another strategy might be to think big. Look up art history in general on Google. And of course, we get Wikipedia, which we've already talked about. And then let's look at some of these other links. Now, when I'm looking at a Google search, I check out the little domain name, the .net, the .com, see where these sites come from. .net and .org are nonprofit or for-profit organizations. When you're looking for art history stuff, these can be some really great sites. They're big organizations, or they're people just doing art history work out there. They're archives, they're museums. But there's no regulation over who can put .org behind their name. So some of these are quality, some of these are not quality. So let's check out one of these. Art history resources on the web. So when I first look at a website, kind of look at how it's laid out. There's that woman right there. This one's really nicely laid out. You can search by time period, which might be really helpful. But you want to find out who created the site. That's the first question to always look at. This site was made by Christopher Whitcomb, and you want to find out more about this person. And here, I think, how can we find out more about him? Oh, if we click up here, we can find more information about this person. It turns out he's a professor. He has gotten lots of degrees, and he's actually written lots about art history. So he's well known in the field of art history. So my guess is most of the sites he's going to find are going to be high quality sites. He seems like a pretty high quality guy. So finding out who's behind a site lets you know if you can trust that site or not. All right, so So let's look at another site that came up. It's this arthistory.net. Now, this site, not quite as nicely laid out. We're going to find who's behind this site. We can click on the About link, and it just tells us you've reached the About page. Visit the main page by clicking the banner above. So yeah, not a lot of information on this site. I don't know who wrote it. All I see is this little dancing banana. This is not a quality site that I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not going to use this one. There are other sites out there. This site, about.com, anytime you see .com, you know it's a commercial site. You know they're trying to sell something. In this case, my guess is they're trying to get your eyes on the page so that they've sold advertising. This site, they do say who wrote it, this art history guide. She does have a minor in art history, so she does have her bachelor's degree, but she's not a real, definitely not as much of an expert as the first site that we looked at. So about.com, they can be quality sites or not such quality sites, but there's no kind of regulation, no, anybody can basically be an editor, be a writer on about.com. It's basically a commercial site set up to get you to click on it so that you'll look at their advertising. So some of these other sites are also going to be nice. Just have to click on them, find out about them, see if they're useful or not for you. But definitely evaluate any site that you find. Ask yourself who created this site, maybe when it was last updated. Updated sites are usually quality. What information is on the screen? Are they looking at quality sources? Let's see, you also want to look at where it comes from, this little domain name. If you see .com, usually that's a sign to kind of run in the other direction. .edu sites tend to be good. .org sites, when you're talking about art history, can be good sites to use. You just always want to find an about or read a little bit about who created the site, who's behind it, before just using and trusting it. So that's my little spiel about using the internet. Basically, use caution. There's good stuff out there. You just need to kind of investigate, try different strategies to try to cook up to the best articles. You can always email me, Kelly Frost, and I can help you determine if you're looking at a quality site or maybe help you in some different ways to get into the good stuff.